Well, hey, basketball fans, welcome to another round of middle school basketball. I'm Christopher. Thanks for checking it out. We're in Buda, Texas, McCormick Middle School, home of the Tigers, and they're the home team in white on the left side of your screen. Wallace Rangers in blue, the visiting team. Wallace comes in tonight with just one loss on the card against Dahlstrom, undefeated otherwise. The Tigers have not been beaten yet. They have their matchup with Dahlstrom next week. 25 at the center gets the first possession for his team. 15, hot pass, nearly too hot to handle. 24 corrals it just fine. 15 going to change up sides of the court. Finds a man in the corner, bounce pass. 23 will take the long shot, and it looked good from here on frame, but short, and it turns it over to Wallace. Kale will inbound, finds Juju. Towering Rainbow being contested by 23. Diego, mid-range jumper, has the first bucket of the night. And if we can get Diego going, it could be good for Wallace's offense. 15, jump pass, 24 in the other corner this time. 23, same spot as last time, but this time misses the frame. Wallace will have it. Inbound goes to Marcus, back to Diego, being chased by 23. He'll work on the right side. Work it back to the center. Julian touches it for the first time tonight. Marcus down the baseline, eyes the basket, and a blocking foul called. I thought a blocking foul, the signal given, suppose it was a charge. The press is on for Wallace, and they'll have to pass carefully. Bounce pass underneath. 43 couldn't contain it at first, but he responds nice and has the putback. Wallace working quick, back to the down there, their end of the court, all the way drive, didn't have enough on it, shallow, and the defense gets it. 15 on a fast break, here he comes. Julian slips into the paint, and then it's Juju who's got a hand on it. Hot bounce pass to the corner, another bounce pass to 23, and he'll reset. Drives in, kicks it back out, nearly too tall, saves it, intercepted by Marcus, and a 2-on-2. He might could have had Diego quick, but he'll just take this one all the way and keep the lead at 2. It's 4-2 Wallace. Diego will pick up 15 through the legs, works to his right side. Around the right side he goes, little Euro step, and they're going to say, and one, foul on Kale. He'll go to the line. First free throw trip for either team. Belongs to McCormick here. 15 puts one up high and couldn't get it to drop. Offensive board, 24 back out. High pass, takes a deep three from the corner, a little deep on the shot. Putback is over the top. Juju gets it, and then a jump ball tie-up comes from the McCormick defense wrestling for the ball. So both teams showing an early press. Wallace works around it. Diego nearly got hung. Kale bounce pass back to Marcus. Right side, head fake, in, Euro step, travel, and it won't count. So turnover, and the Tigers have it. We're even at 4. 5:40 to play in the first. Long pause here. Not sure if we had a substitution or not. Oh, it's a t-shirt waiting to be tucked in. Quick pace from McCormick down the floor. High pass again, 23 saves it. That boundary goes almost all the way to the sheetrock, and Juju takes it out of his hands. Marcus on a fast break. 2 steps in, finger roll, drops. 6-4, and these two teams have paced each other early. Wallace scores 2, McCormick responds. Wallace scores 2, McCormick responds, and the pattern continues. High pass under the basket, 25, goes up and fouled, has an and one. I thought maybe he would just put that bucket in while he jumped for the pass and kind of tip it, but didn't need to. We're tied at 6 with a chance for McCormick to take the lead. So Ollie checks in the game for Wallace, and the free throw is short, skimmed the front of the rim, offensive board, and Marcus will tie him up, and this time it'll stay with McCormick. Inbound goes to 25, thought about the 3, looking for the bounce pass lane, finds 15 in the aerial attack. 15 works to the right side, now the 3 ball taken, and short. Marcus with the tall rebound and a foul called against McCormick. Kale fakes the pass to make the pass. And 23 trying to tie up Diego. Found Marcus, give and go, right back to him. and he'll mid-range jump that one. Nobody home. Ollie with the board. Kicks it about 15, showing that fast defensive hands. All the way he goes hard and drops it in. And the crowd is raucous here early in this one. McCormick has their first lead of the night. Juju running the point. Backs it up. Bounce pass to Kale, but we didn't have enough juice on it. And Juju trying to get this one back. 15 has it again. Spin move. And drains it. 15's got the last 4 points of the night, and he's on fire. 10-6 and the biggest lead by either team now on the board. McCormick has it by 4. Diego goes up, won't fall, gets his own rebound, back up again. Ill-advised pass, or shot rather. Wanted a foul, but there was none to be had. 15, the dangerous 15, has it now. Crosses over Kale. Back into the paint he goes, finds the open man. And how about that? Couldn't capitalize on it, Marcus, with the defensive rebound. But the work to get under the basket looked good. 24, comes around, 25, and then up he goes. Couldn't get this one to drop, and 43 out-rebounds it. Marcus steals it from him, and one drops it down. How about that? So Callum checks in for Wallace, and I believe Jackson, number 12 from McCormick, has his first entrance of the night. Shot is up, too deep. Diego with the board, and he's going to dribble out and reset, being double-teamed. Ollie open, works to the right side. Down the baseline goes Marcus. He'll take the shot, find it short, and 25, knocked down by Diego, and then stripped by Diego, and Marcus has it. Wallace showing a little defense. This shot's too high. Diego called for a knee in the back, and he's got a foul. So number 12, Jackson, works the ball down court. Little shoulder shimmy shake. Off to 25 in the corner, overhand pass. Callum trying to defend and blocked by Marcus on the reverse layup. 23 scrambling for it. Ollie will come up with it. And a hot defensive press from McCormick stays on. Diego get rid of it, give it to Marcus. Marcus gives it to Ball. Thought about the three. Into the lane, Ollie. Kicks it out to Juju, puts a foot back, takes the shot and knocks it down. It's a long two, and we're tied again at 10. Jackson works his way down the right side, tries to shake Callum, step back, jumps, finds a guy, into the corner, back to the wing. 23, around the horn we go, and then he's got 24 underneath. Ollie slides over, and he rolls across the top, unlucky, bounce pass to Juju, and a good defensive set here. Diego calling for it. Over to Callum, quick pass, one touch, back to Ollie, back to Diego. He'll take the three ball, and a little deep. 24, trying to be tied up, and they get the pass off. Jackson working down, right side, hot pass, 23 there, blocked by Marcus. All ball, and they get the board back. 24 back into the lane, and he is fouled. A blocking foul called, I think, on Juju. So a super fast pace by both teams. We'll see if they can maintain this. In last week's game, Wallace playing Del Valle. Del Valle had a brisk pace, but then in the second quarter couldn't maintain it, and that's when Wallace ran away with things a bit, though it was a close contest for the majority of the game, and you kind of get the same feel here that both these teams playing a 10 on pace level. 24 couldn't find it there on the free throw, and that's where a deep bench will come in handy. Shot 2 of 2 for 24. He takes aim, lets it go, and banks this one home, and they've got a 1-point lead. Diego inbounds, gets the inbound. One-handed pass, ill-advised. Ollie makes a break, blocked hard, but fouled. Called him on skin contact in the middle of the shot, and Ollie will shoot 2. And I have not seen a student section as hyped as the McCormick student section is in a middle school basketball game, and that's got to bode well for these players. Ollie misses the first of 2. He'll try to get 50% here. And couldn't get it. Short. Jackson with the board. Looking up. Eyes down court. Callum trying to cover him. Through the legs. He goes. Blocked by Diego. And grabbed by Marcus. And then stripped by 24. 43 on the recipient end. And a travel call. So Patrick coming in for Marcus to give him a breather. 23 rather. Diego goes right by the defense and drops one in. Nothing but net. A 1-point lead now for Wallace, and we lead exchange back and forth here in this one. Jackson works the point, finds 43, Left side, lost the ball. Juju, hot hands. Diego comes up with it. And he'll work now down the right side. Double team, shot's gonna be short. Patrick there, lets the defense go by, tries to shoot, but got stripped. 24, getting rid of it, as Diego was mixing himself up in the defense. Hot fire pass to 43, and he couldn't hang on. So fresh feet on the floor for McCormick. Inbound goes to Callum. He'll work, bounce pass over to Juju. Nobody there. Juju into the paint, teardrop shot, misses way off to the left. Defensive rebound, Jackson showing some speed. Into the paint he goes, loses dribble for a minute. Kicks it back out, 23 open. 2 steps in, 25, shoulders over 1 step. Too deep on the 3, nobody home to rebound. Ollie has it, looking for help. Using that dribble, finds Diego. Back to Ollie. And that full court press alive and well for McCormick. Ollie keeping the dribble alive, works to the left, kicks out to Juju. Juju had the 3 if he wanted it, thought better of it. Now he'll slide over and bank one home, and it's a 3-point advantage for Wallace. Jackson for once catches his breath and slows the pace. Over the rainbow pass into the corner, it landed. Juju there to try to corral it. Back to him again. These are football post pattern passes. And rolls that one home. Jackson's got some more. So a much needed break in the action as the first quarter comes to an end. Much needed for both teams. Wallace will have it. Ollie at the point. Left side. Guarded by 15. Good little move there. Keeps the dribble alive. Dishes off to Marcus. Dumps to Patrick. Up on he goes. And could get to drop. Slaps at it. And will get called for the foul. 8-minute periods is what we run. 15 thought about scooting up to take that 3 ball. Tipped by, I think, Callum. But they maintain possession. 15 with it again. Marcus trying to give him the business. Backs off. High pass, 2-4 in the corner. Underneath. Callum swipes at it, and the steal is on. Marcus has it in his hands. Fakes the pass to Callum. Keeps the dribble away. Does it again. And he goes. Euro step all the way home. Couldn't drop it. 24 gets it. Stripped on the backside. Jump ball call. Tie up. Possession arrow in the favor of the Tigers. Jackson quickens his pace, comes past Ollie. 21 was calling for it, didn't give it to him. 15 directing traffic from the top. High pass over everybody. So Wallace, see if they can respond. A 1-point lead in the hands of 24. Finds Ollie. Juju dribbles in, bounce pass, good look from Patrick, and he knocks this one down from about 6 feet out. 16-13, 3-point lead, and the game stays tight. Ollie races to the top, and this one's slapped away by Juju, and they're going to say off of 21's fingers, it's a turnover. Patrick does the boundary inbound work. Ollie keeping that dribble, looking good. High pass, too soft. Patrick saves the day, back to Marcus. Off the board, count it, he knocks it down. 15 going to try to blow by the defense before Wallace can get set. Into the paint he goes, and Juju will be caught on the foul, but it was on the floor, so no shots. 5 in the ball game for McCormick, and he'll inbound the ball. Finds 15. 15 will take the 3 shot. Short on the front, gets his own board, fakes it, and down the baseline. Looking to kick it out, does so. 5 will teardrop float one across the rim, and Diego, who's back in the game now, rolls it off his foot and turns it over. 24 to Jackson. Jackson left baseline, fakes the shot, kicks it back out. 24 takes it, finds the edge of the backboard. 21 there, and fouled in the action of the shot on Marcus. Shush has come from the McCormick home crowd, asking for it to be quiet for 21's concentration, and finds the back of the rim. He'll get to shoot a second one. Julian checks in underneath the basket to see if he can't grab a board here. Coming this time. It's a 5-point lead for Wallace. 21 takes aim. Good looking backspin on it, but couldn't find it there. Good effort on the rebound from 24, but it's the blue 24 who'll get it. Diego collects it. Works to his right side. Over the top, Euro, too hot off the back. 5 with the board. and stolen by Diego. Diego dribbles out, finds Kale. He'll take the three, wide stance, banks it in. 10's got three. And the biggest lead of the night by either team belongs now to Wallace. Good looking pass there, but too hot on the shot. 24 couldn't put it in. Got it again on his rebound, and then kicked away by Julian. 15, three ball. Not gonna go. And Braden and Kale collide for it. Braden in the game now. 21-13 the mark. And then Diego slips and loses it. And Kale saves it. 12 was gonna let it go out. And then a timeout called by McCormick. How about that? So probably the Wallace team thanking McCormick coach for the timeout, but then it's a turnover. Too hot. Braden couldn't handle it. 43 works to the corner. High pass over the top, and it's gonna stay in bounds, saved by 15. And this court goes all the way to all the walls. 15 works his way in. Couldn't find it, but gets the board back. And of course, if there was a shot clock, it would reset. Marcus trying to keep him at bay. He'll go all the way across court. 25, bounce pass, 43. Thought about it. Passes back around the horn. 25, bounce pass low. 23 underneath the 24. It's a good looking work in. And then ricocheted by Diego, saved. Shot is up and high. Wouldn't go. It looked good for a minute. And Julian's got a board. Oh, picks up his dribble. Diego back to him. Loses it again. Kept it going, and now they're going to call double dribble. Grabbed it with two hands instead of one hand dribble. Fast pace remains for McCormick. High pass, nobody home. It was intended for 23, but he looked down and errant pass. So 23 trying to make up for it. And then, in the way there, Diego saves it. Kale's got to get it, and then right back to him. So heads up play by Diego and Kale. Pass to Marcus, one bounce. Up he goes. Couldn't get it to drop. Couple hands, McCormick has it. Blocked by Marcus. Bounces off of him. Diego with the put up and in. And it's a 10-point game. It doesn't feel that big of a margin the way it's gone. 15. Thought about giving it to 43. He'll work the other side of the court. Three ball from 23. Nothing doing. Good offensive board and a tie-up jump ball called. Kale high pass to Marcus. And 15 making a good effort on it, but the tall arm of the law in 2-4, too tall for an interception. Hot pass to 10, nobody home. Looking for Julian. 43 works high. Fast break, 15, up he goes. Diego slaps it and must have got all ball. It stays with McCormick. Crowd thinking he got skin, wanting a foul called. And a pause for a sub as Callum checks in for Braden. Inbound under the basket for McCormick. 15 shoots the three ball and finds it, and he bags one, and the scoring drought is over. It had been a while since McCormick found any offense, and 15 just saw to that. Kale, hot pass, but nobody home. It was ricocheted. 24 collects it, drives hard to the goal. Diego goes up and fouled on the shot. He'll shoot two. And Diego may be in some foul trouble. I know he's got two. He may have three already. So 24 takes aim. Trying to cut into this Ranger lead a bit. Has that right foot forward, right-handed shooter, and misses deep to the right. 2:45 to play in the first half. Julian and Marcus in position to get this board, should it fall short. And it will, and then it's Kale in the high post position who gets it. Callum dishes off to Juju, a swipe by 23, and then a foul called as he reaches in on him. So Kale gives it to Juju on the run, tries to split the defense, does. Pass underneath to Julian, one bounce on the floor, puts it up, couldn't have it in, and then fights for his board back, saves it, gets it. High pass over the top. Juju works down the right side, goes in, nothing there, blocked. Callum works around the corner, Kale will shoot it. Short, 24 has the board. Hot pass, too hot. Inbound, a laser from Kale to Callum, just like in football. Callum blocked by 24. He read it all the way and went up and just scooped it out of the air. Juju trying to block him, and it's a fast break, and 24 coming alive with defense and offense at the same time. And then a foul called there, and it's a blocking foul on 43. So the last 5 points belong to McCormick, and what was a 10-point lead is now just a 5-point advantage. Coach G calling for the screen here so that Juju can get open. Kale's gonna Hail Mary this one, dangerous. Juju somehow comes up with it. He's got Julian underneath, didn't see him. Callum scraps for it, gets it. Julian kicks it back out. Juju fakes the three, into the paint he goes, dishes off to Kale, and they can't control it. Coach G saying hands up, big target. 15, around the defense he goes. And it's a 3-on-2 for a minute, closes fast. Good pass, 43 with a lay-in. And they've got just a 3-point deficit now. How about the rally from the Tigers? High pass, over to Callum, to Julian, back to Callum, and he'll go up with the layup, and too hot. Kale there, couldn't put it in, and then knocked out by McCormick. An inbound under the basket opportunity, so 3 shots wouldn't drop for Wallace. Kale, over to Juju, he'll take the 3 ball, find the back of the edge. Nothing happening there, and it's a McCormick board, 15 on a little fast break, but Marcus slides over to stop that. Fakes him, drives, and then never got in the position to put it up. Marcus hits the gas, being double teamed. Over to Kale, to Julian, or Juju rather, and he goes up and he'll shoot 2. So Juju's first trip to the line tonight misses to the right side of the rim, and Jackson for the Tigers will check in for 23. Ollie in the game for Callum, give him a breather as number 1 prepares for shot number 2. And this one drops too deep. Defensive board, 43 has it. He had that pretty finger roll layup earlier, and he's tied up. Julian strips him, 1 bounce pass, puts it up and rolls it out. Somebody put plywood over the top of the rim, and a fight ensues at the end line, and McCormick will come away with the ball. 42 seconds to play in the first half in a tight game. McCormick subs and brings fresh feet for the last 42 seconds. Jackson to 15, just nudges it back to him, and 12 will take it quick. Ollie will give him the right side, fakes the pass, 15 will reset. 25 came up to set a screen. Ill-advised pass, went into 3 Wallace players, and Marcus has it now. Marcus keeping that dribble alive, works away around the 2 defenders, Euro step, up he goes, and a travel call. So that ate the majority of the time remaining off. It's just 17 seconds. McCormick likely will hold on to the ball and take the last shot here, and we're under 11. 12 in the wing, couple bounces in. High pass, 5 seconds to shoot. 15, takes the 3 shot, and buzzer beater! How about that? Knocks it down, and the crowd likes that one. And it's a tie ball game as we go to the break. Don't go anywhere. Well, I hope you have stuck around for half number 2 because this one is shaping up to be a photo finish. McCormick will have it to start half number 2. 15 will work from the top of the key. Through the legs he goes, and a jump shot from 12 will fall in, and the first points of the second half belong to McCormick. And by the way, this is a 12-0 run for McCormick. They were down 23-13, and it's now 25-23. McCormick has come storming back. Juju, left-hand dribble, back and forth he goes. Diego coming over for it, saves the backcourt. Overhand pass to Julian, alone in the corner, and thinks about the shot, will take it. And 2 deep, slapped away by Juju. Here comes Jackson on the fast break. Shot is up and short, and saved by Marcus. 12 nearly over the back there. Reverse pass, and then back to Diego. A little chemistry between these 2. And then a scary looking pass back to the way back court. Juju, Julian, Marcus in the paint, up, and nothing happening. And the scoring drought remains for the Wallace Rangers. 24 left side, all the way down, behind the back, saves the dribble, across the moon. 15, deep 3, trying to pick up where he left off, a little short on the shot. And then an offensive board, 25 puts it back in, and the Tigers offense on fire. Kale, hot pass to Diego. Diego into the paint, fakes the pass, and can't find the board. And then strips it, turnaround, fadeaway, won't go. 25 with the board, 23 has it now. Looking up to pass it, nobody passed him down court, so he'll drive it, finger roll, and lay it in. And the difference in this game as McCormick is making their fast break points and Wallace is not. 29-23, 6-point lead, jump shot, fouled, and he'll go to the line. So Diego seeing if he can stop this 16-0 run, and he finally will. Shot number 2 for Diego, see if he can be 100%, and he can't. And 25, who's been all over attacking the rim, has another board. 15 blows by, Juju the only one home, fakes him out, puts it in, and how about the athletic look from 1-5 there? 7-point lead, Kale got some room to work, bounce pass, no look, air pass. Diego lined up, maybe take a 3, steps inside the arc, puts it up, wedges it between the rim and the board, and it's a defensive board. Jackson's got 5 underneath, ricocheted by Juju, maybe gave him enough time to slide over, blocked by Marcus, foul, and he'll go to the line. So 31-24, 5 will see if he can extend that lead a little bit. And takes aim, shoots high, and finds the back of the rim. Callum in for Julian. I think maybe Kale and Callum should trade places, but shot is up and in, and 5 goes 50%, and it's an 8-point lead. Juju works quick, keeps the dribble alive into the paint. He'll go and he'll take a shot. Couldn't get it, and then Kale runs into the back and will pick up a foul. So the lead is growing now the other direction. After a 10-point advantage for Wallace, it's now 8 for McCormick. 15 into the corner, 24, down the baseline. Gets past the defense and rolls one home, and now it's a 10-point advantage. McCormick leads in double digits. Juju being double teamed, picks up the dribble, falls backwards, but Marcus gets it, has Callum if he wants him, takes it all the way, misses, and then fast break action, bounce pass, 2 bounces, 5 has it, left side, knocks it in! And it's a big lead now, 12 points. Wallace needs to stop the bleeding if they can. High pass over to Callum. Callum takes a couple, parks it up, looking for Juju, finds him. Diego, 3-ball, and this could do a lot if it could drop, but it won't. 15's got a board. Wallace will no press, let him come on down, pick him up across court. Diego, first man out. And a deep shot by 12, and rolls it home! And 12's got a 3-ball, and this game is out of hand. Certainly the biggest margin. Wallace has been down all season. Gonna find out if the offensive firepower is enough for Wallace. Callum will take a 3-ball and couldn't find it. Kale tips it, back up, 5's got it. "12, hot pass in the corner, nobody home, 24 takes it, finds the edge of the backboard and it'll bounce out. Kale inbounds. High pass to Marcus. Nobody makes a run, so Marcus will take it himself, shoot it, and roll it in, and finally some points for the Rangers. Diego picks up Jackson at the top of the key, works to his left side, bounce pass inside, 24, over to 25, too short, Marcus has the board. And then a reach-in foul on 25, I believe. So Jackson pressing, Juju crosses over into the paint and loses the dribble. So speed is good, but not at the cost of losing control. Juju works to the right side, stays alive, bounce pass to Kale, thinks about it, Diego lines the 3 up, takes it, and short. Defensive board, and the Rangers are going to have to find some offensive rebounds to get back in this one. Jackson thought about the 3, dribbled through, keeps it alive, backs up, 25 in the corner, overhand pass, now he'll take the 3 and drain it! 12 has found his stuff! 42-26, 2:35 to go in the third. High pass, Kale has it and travels. So all Tigers here in the second half. Jackson directing some traffic. Head, shoulder, shake, 15, 3-ball, high to the moon, and bounces out. Marcus has another board, and I bet he's in double digits on rebounds. Looking for Diego, got him. Ollie Callum on the down court, and loses it. Diego, 24 has it going the other direction. Up he goes, stripped by Marcus, hot pass Diego. and he'll give it back to Marcus. Marcus checks his offense, dribbles in, and on the floor a foul called. A little confusion for Wallace on who's going to inbound this ball. Ollie high points Marcus. Marcus turns around, one bounce pass, and misses to the right side. And here come the Thundering Tigers. 15 calling for the fast break. Gets a little space in the wing. 5 finds on the baseline. High shot. It's going to be short. 25 there to bail him out. Put it back up. Won't go, and Marcus has another board. Dishes off. Juju's got Callum, but it's tipped. And Jackson there to get it. Callum saves it. Callum comes from backside, and then a reach-in foul called against Callum. Looked like there was a attempt to go to the line to shoot, but it was certainly on the floor and not in the bonus. Callum faked the shot. Back to Diego. Works around the horn. Juju will put it up and misses off the mark. Diego's there to rebound it, and one. Count it. Not sure you can call it a run when it's just 4 points scored, but 4-0 run. And then now Marcus will go to the line to shoot. Marcus with that traditional foot back from the line, takes aim, puts it up, and finds it. Marcus looking to go 2 for 2. This point would make 30, and finds it. And now a 12-point advantage for McCormick. 6-0 run for Wallace, and the Tigers going to try to do something about it. Jackson lines up the 3, fakes it, kicks out to 15, fakes the 3. 25 calls for it in the corner, won't get it. And then teardrop shot, and he'll go to the line. Foul called on Ollie. 1 minute to go in the third period here as 15 takes aim, and in and out, rattles it out. Shot number 2 on its way, short. Marcus has his 60th rebound, it seems like. Diego with the ball now. Pass over to Juju. Works quick, back to Marcus, in the paint, loses the dribble. 15 just swiped him, then gets it on the fast break. Juju hands up. Shot goes up and in. Inbound to Ollie. Nobody picks him up. 25 will get him in the paint. High shot. Off the board. Won't go. 21 with the board. Kicks it back out to one of the guards. 12. Jackson works his way quick. Cross court. 2-man zone at the top. 15 playing deep. And they'll chew a little time. Chew a little clock. Smart play. Little fake. Kicks it out, 15. Back to him and stolen. Played with it too long. And no backcourt, I guess, because Diego touched it. 2 seconds. Marcus will take a Hail Mary, but won't get it there in time. 44-30, 14-point McCormick lead, and we've got 1 left to play. So 4th quarter left to go, and that early part of the third period may be more than Wallace can overcome. McCormick came out firing and really put their foot on the throat of these Rangers. They'll see if they can do something about it for right now. Ollie has the ball, looking for help, and he steps over. It's a violation. It's a turnover. So not the start Wallace needed to give up a possession. You have the feeling they'll be precious. Jackson will have it, work his way to the wing. 23 back in the game. Feel like we hadn't seen him for a minute. He played a lot early on. 23 with it in the wing. And he'll take the teardrop shot, roll it across, and an offensive board. Got to get hungry for these rebounds if you're wearing a blue jersey. Ollie will pick him up outside the three-point land. 12 through the legs, right side, step back, jumper, not quite. 31 with a board, another offensive rebound, and 23 will miss off the front, and the board hit Marcus in the face, it looked like the ball rather, and turn it over. Callum will inbound to Ollie. Ollie get called for a travel, I guess in that fake he didn't keep that foot planted. So 2 turnovers right off the bat to start the 4th period for Wallace. And then a same gift right back as the same violation called. So Callum will inbound it. We'll try again. Diego moving this time. Catches it over to Braden in the game. Hands off back to Diego looking for help. They're going to have to move around to get open. And then an ill-advised pass to Juju off his hands. Which way is it going? And it's going to stay with blue. So Callum bounce past Juju, calls for it back, doesn't get it. Now he'll get it outside. Callum, left hand, trying to keep it around, loses it for a minute, and then gives it away. 23 will pick it up. Juju will run with him behind the back, and Callum will get it back. From the direction, he's got Diego. Diego hard to the basket, nobody there, and puts it in. And the Rangers have 32 points, a 12-point deficit. Jackson Over to 24 on the wing, a quick shot three, misses. And then a loose ball, 24 collects, blocked by Marcus, intercepted. Turnover, and 24 will just take this all the way. Hot pass to Callum, and it's too much to grab. 12, 23, right side, baseline, blocked by Diego. Callum's got the board, but he needs to slow down because it was a 1-on-3 situation. Diego has it now. Patrick in the game, finger roll, Diego, count it. 10-point game. Wallace trying to climb back in if they can. It's still double-digit lead. Jackson, high pass, 15, wide open. He'll take the three ball, miss to the right side. Diego's got a board. Diego running down court, Patrick underneath the basket, and then a travel called on 23, turnover, white ball. 5:56 to play in the game. Jackson's been the key mark piece to bring the ball down court. Set up the offense, bounce pass inside to 15, pretty. 23 works it around, down the baseline, blocked from the backside is Diego. Marcus there to put his wings out, and a turn, no, it'll stay with McCormick. Under the basket, inbound. 24 finds 21, swings it around, and 15 will slow it down. Work in the corner. 15, over to Jackson. A good looking pass, loses it. Diego there to corral it. Overhand pass, Patrick's got to come back for it. Callum was there, and then he gets it knocked out of his hands, and it's a turnover. 15 races down court, fakes the pass into the paint, gets stripped by Braden, gets it back. 15 up in the air, 23. Looking for a lane, finds 24. Good pass underneath, off the toe, picks it up, and rolls it home. McCormick saying they're not going to make this comeback effort easy. Just under 5 to go. No look pass over to Callum. Too tall, 21 has it. Diego hands up, and 21's got the last 4 points. Pass over to Callum, back to Diego. 2 men down on the press. Deep pass looking for Marcus, and then touched both their hands, and neither one knew who it was for. So McCormick making Wallace get out of their rhythm, get out of their game plan, not typical how they play. 4:35, and the clock is moving. Back to a 14-point lead as the last 4 points belong to the Tigers. Jackson will force the defense to come out to him. Callum will. Fakes to the left side, and he goes. Bounce pass underneath, 25 there. Turnaround, put up, won't go. Marcus there to collect. 23, pressing, back, little give and go action. Diego crosses over, into the paint, drives, fakes the shot, goes up, and drops it in. Now good looking drive from 23. Jackson draws the attention of the defense. It's a 2-man zone up top. Slides over, and back and forth they go. 12, Jackson works past Braden, and a couple steps there. 25 gets it, Callum intercepts it. Dishes off to Diego, he'll race down. He's got Braden and Patrick underneath the goal, and he'll just take the shot and not drop it, and a foul called on 21, and it's a 2-shotter. Well, here we are halfway through the last period of the game, and I really thought the pace would have slowed down by now. Both these teams showing they can keep the foot on the accelerator, and Diego talks one in. Cale checks in to give Callum a breather, as does a McCormick player for 21. Second shot on its way, and unlucky Marcus with the board. The putback not going to go, has it again, and then fouled on the shot. He'll go to the line. So if Marcus could make these two, he could cut the lead to a single-digit advantage, and he nets that one. So McCormick called a 60-second timeout in the middle of Marcus's shot. So here comes shot number 2. It's 10 points. Make this one, and it's back to single digits. 24 takes aim, lets it go, and nets it. It's 9. 3:35 to play. Here comes McCormick's offense. Over the top pass. And Cale's got to come out to play the 2-man zone out top. Braden will collect this side. In the backcourt, we'll go back and forth to each other. 23 calling for it on the far side wing. 12 goes by, kicks back out to 15. They'll reset and do it again. There is no shot clock, but there is a clock where the play has to be made, and there it is! 24 knocks the 3-ball down! 51-39, McCormick's north of the half-century mark. Diego, crossover, keeps it alive, works to the right side. 3-ball, he'll take it, and he'll find it! And responds just like that. Back to 9 points. Very timely for the Rangers. 23, blocked, Marcus has it, all ball. And here come the Rangers. Races down, got Patrick underneath, and Marcus lost it off his foot, got it back, shoots it somehow, and knocks it down! A circus shot counts, and it's a 7-point lead for McCormick. Back and forth we go here in the fourth. Jackson faking out the 2-zone defense. 15 steps past Kale. Not looking to go to the basket. Rifles one, 25 underneath. Thought about faking it and then blocked. Marcus didn't go for the fake and was there to retaliate. A 3-ball. Bounces up high, not going to go. Diego collects the board. Patrick racing down, but 15 there to cut off the would-be fast break. 23 works around. Braden in the corner. Diego keeps it, back and forth. Over the top, shoots it, knocks it down. 23's on fire. He's surfacing late here in the game. 5-point ball game. Kale called for the reach-in. Inbound goes to Jackson. Acting like he's going to take a 58-foot three-point shot. Kicks it out. 24, who's got the hot hand, almost banks one in. Diego's got the board. Hot pass. Juju got Patrick underneath, but saw him late. Trying to back him up. Finds Diego down the baseline. Diego got trouble. Will shoot the fadeaway. Front of the rim, misses. Kale's got the board. Patrick puts it up, and it won't go. And 24 stops that nonsense and collects the board. Diego with the press. Juju racing down there too. 55 seconds to go. It's a 5-point ball game. McCormick can just hold it for a while and eat some clock if they want to. No fouls called yet. And they should think about fouling and make him go to the line. Coach Gutierrez not calling for the fouls. 38 seconds to play. Wallace still got to make up 5. Back and forth they go. They're going to eat as much time as they can up. And then a reach-in called late by Kale. But a half a minute gone. Maybe that's the strategy. Well, and I guess McCormick not in the bonus yet, so any foul would not send them to the line. And therefore a miss leading to a rebound leading the other way. And I think Kale may have fouled out. That was 5 fouls. I gotta love the aggression from number 10. Good on you, Kale. Callum comes in for him. 31 seconds to play. High pass. Goes to 15. Coach G called for the foul, and Callum will reach. So Callum will likely foul here right away again. In fact, probably ought to just run in to the receiver with the pass. All the defense here, backcourt. Callum races in and fouls him. Calling for the same thing. Callum racing to try to foul him. He's trying to scoot away, and Callum grabs his shirt. And now McCormick is in the bonus, and now is when they'll have to shoot it. 22 seconds to go. 15 can really put some distance here if he can sink some of these. He'll take his first shot. 22.7 on the clock. And misses. Good for the Rangers. Second shot. On its way. And misses as well. The Rangers have to work quick, and a timeout taken to move the ball further down the court. Well, I was thinking the inbound would come from the midcourt area, but it's all the way down in line. 16 seconds. Got to score quick. Marcus to Diego. He's going to take a 3-ball and find it. He bagged it. Oh my goodness! It's a 2-point game with about 8 seconds to go. The clock ran a little bit. It'll be McCormick basketball. So 2-point game, bounce pass, got to do a quick foul. Patrick didn't get it, they got the fast break pass off. 23 goes up and he's fouled. Whew, just in the nick of time, 2.5 seconds. They got to miss these, or at least one of them, and Wallace will have to work fast. So 23 to shoot, and he bails it. Bails his team out. They got to have a 3-ball now. Which likely that's all they would have a chance to shoot anyway, given the short amount of time on the clock. And now it's out of reach! How about the clutch from number 23? Wow! A clutch shooter from the free throw line is 2-3. So just 2 seconds and some change here on the clock. They're going to have to work quick. Likely try to get it to Diego, who's got that hot hand on the 3-ball. They're going to let the clock expire for the full length of the timeout. Patrick fires one down court. Juju knocked out of bounds. And they're going to put 1 second back on the clock. And it's a Wallace ball. They'll have a chance to inbound, catch and shoot. So 1 second. Pass, and Diego wasn't looking. Never saw the pass from Patrick. A miscommunication, not the way you want it to end. 53-49 the final. Both squads had multiple double-digit leads, well, at least double-digit leads for each of them. But it was McCormick who had the double-digit lead late. A good resurgence for Wallace, but too much to overcome, and they get their second loss on the season. They'll have their final game against Barton next week, and we'll wrap up the season then. Thanks for checking this one out.